Hey everybody, it is Thursday and we're again streaming from the barracks right here in the beautiful South Florida area. I'm of course Joker from Players Wanted, and my partner on here to the side is Greg Paparisi, the man with the smallest of statute but biggest of hearts. And I'm always going to use that tagline whenever we introduce him. Actually, one second. For some reason, I know what the problem is that sound's coming through here. So of course it would never be a day here at from the barracks if we did not have some sort of technical problem.
Sure.
So I still haven't fixed the freezing issue. Try talking and see if I can hear you, Papa.
I can hear you. I hear you just fine.
Hear you.
You can't hear me?
Try that again.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you.
Well, my. Fantastic.
And look who finally decided to show up.
Oh, my.
I was at Publix. Okay, don't judge me.
Audio, come on.
He changes his appearance more than me. You know that, right? I've never met anybody like that before.
You guys hear me?
We can hear you, yeah.
I got to stay 10 steps in front of the law.
Let's do it that way. Try now.
With everything that's going on right now, they're pretty slow, so I'm not worried about it.
I'm having a day, guys. I don't know what the deal is. I really don't.
Has everybody noticed that ever since he changed computers to a more expensive computer, he's been having more problems?
Oh, we heard that.
Yeah, I definitely heard that one.
You heard that one from him. You can't hear me, though, or no?
I can hear you now, yeah, but...
I can hear both of you fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it does not feed back through, so I'm trying to get it to play just on my headphones. And it isn't working. So anyways, guys, here we are. Oh, there we go. Now I got it to work. I hit the same button 4 times. So Yordi, I guess you're on your nice little trip there. So everybody welcome Battery 1 from Assault and Battery Airsoft.
What's up, everybody?
He's on.
He's evidently in a wind tunnel.
I'm in a Mercedes. Check it out.
I guess
8 more buttons. Good Lord,
dude! I feel like I'm on an airplane. Honestly.
Well, it definitely sounds like it because I guess the AC is blowing right across the
Hold on. That's an easy fix. Much better, right?
Oh yeah, much better. We don't have the constant blowing. So today's stream, we're going to talk about some generalized stuff, but we're also going to talk about content
creation and being a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Which for some of us is very, very, very difficult because I'm too lazy to do it.
All right, so evidently the problem I'm having is a connection issue, because I finally this time it actually popped up with that my internet connection thing came up. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Let's see if
didn't you just have like new internet installed or something like that?
I got 1 gig service.
Oh.
So I don't know why that's a problem.
They tell you, they charge you for 1 gig service. Are you
really
getting 1 gig service is another thing.
My fiance has the same. I have CenturyLink here. She just got it. She had Comcast before that, and both services, she still has speed issues because of all of the wiring inside the house. CenturyLink was supposed to replace all that wiring, but I get for some reason they didn't, or what have you, or maybe it's a block home or whatever. But she still gets drops and disconnects.
Let me tell you something. I had Comcast. I started out with AT&T, the DSL, and then I switched over to cable to Comcast. I had Comcast for the longest time, but ever since I moved over to Fort Myers, I got CenturyLink. And let me tell you something. I don't care what they say about CenturyLink, but CenturyLink has, in my experience, I never had an issue with them speed-wise, internet speed. Yep. Never had an issue.
Well, if you got the 1 gig, you're working with fiber with them, so you're not going to have any kind of issue.
Yeah. My apartment is wired fiber optics.
Yep.
So I just did my speed test, and I am download is 934 megabytes, and then upload is 40. So I don't know what the hell the deal is.
That's not 1 gig.
You're getting some kind of drop though somewhere internally. And are you using? Are you wired or wireless?
Wired.
If you're wired, it shouldn't. It doesn't matter how many people. Well, I don't know. Your son Damien, he uses a lot of the internet a lot.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he goes to bed like halfway through our stream.
Yeah.
So
well, you have your daughter also, and your wife.
She's not here right now, actually.
And the dogs. Even at Mark's house, even the dogs have it use the Wi-Fi. That's how cool they are.
And my dogs are pretty cool, but there's a lot of things my dogs can and cannot do. My dogs can detect low blood sugar, heat exhaustion, dehydration, and stuff like that. But they cannot, in fact, sir, use the internet. So anyway,
they cannot detect when you're trying to walk over them either.
Yeah, she's right here
with food and nail his.
No, you know what it is? My dogs are highly intelligent in regards of he's got food. Let's trip him so we get his food. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyways, so is there somebody in a car with you?
My brother. He's say hi.
Oh, okay.
He's my youngest one. My youngest brother. He's autistic, and Down syndrome. So he's it's how do I say this? You have to treat him a certain way, right? And he loves wearing his seatbelt. He's
better than we treat you then, apparently.
Hi, Jorge.
Hi. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about being a content creator and everything else. So, content creators could be pretty much anybody. So, just because you're out there, you're paying attention, and you're out there playing your video, you're playing airsoft, you're recording, you're generating content, whether you believe it or not. I mean, you can be one of the best airsofters on the face of the earth, or you can be the shittiest airsofters on the face of the earth. It really doesn't matter, as long as you're doing what you do.
Attacked by the balloon.
Okay.
I literally just got attacked by a goddamn balloon.
I saw that.
So, when it comes down to being a content creator, I mean, you got to do a lot of running around. You got to do a lot of stuff. It's not just as simple as, hey, let's put this microphone, this camera right on top of your head.
Right. Which is why I'm not a content creator. Listen, I know, I'm aware that there is more to content creation than just having content. You actually have to go get content and then do something with it to make it interesting. Because not everything you do, most people aren't interesting. That's just the case.
I completely agree, because especially in airsoft, where you're filming the whole day, right? And then and what sucks about being a content creator is that you worry more about your gear, like your camera and the battery, is it overheating, than the actual gameplay. That's why I love having Assault with me, because he's like the brains of the operations. So I'll just hand him the SD card, be like, here you go. Bye.
Yeah.
So that way I can concentrate on the gameplay and making sure that I get good stuff on video, and then he'll do the editing. Sometimes I'll help him out when he needs help. But for those of you out there, it's not simple. If like for me, it's not. I can't sit on a computer for hours upon hours editing, making sure that I get the right. The right clips and the music and this and that, make it all work together. It is difficult for me.
Yeah. So some of the stuff that it goes down to, it's like, if you're out there to play, play airsoft and everything else. All right, this is pissing me off. Now I'm getting this little notification up here. It says your connection is fairly good if you're on Wi-Fi. So somehow my shit's coming down. Oh yeah, we're always still alive. We haven't stopped playing. We haven't stopped moving around. So I wanted to go into this like at the beginning. So this is perfect that you kicked off on it there, Battery. There is sometimes controversy when it comes to content creators that sometimes they generate fake content, which to me is kind of interesting. People go out there and stage entire scenarios, entire issues to come up, so that way they can make more, sitting there. But it's fake and sometimes staged. So one of the things that people were complaining about when they look at my content, because they see the size of my body, they see how old I am, and they're like, "There's no way in hell you're that good. You're staging shit." And I was like, I can guarantee you, some of the guys that I shot yesterday would greatly disagree with you. So the thing that comes down to it is it's I guess, and I got to word this a specific way so nobody thinks I'm taking shots at them, but some big creators stage entire scenarios to make it go through. The only thing I've ever done as a content creator, done it 3 times, is that I've gone rogue. So I've run up behind like teammates and just fucking knife killed them.
So since you won't name content creator, I can name them. I don't give a shit.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not start like turning this into a bitch about X creator's name. I mean, I'm sure people that are paying attention, they know who those issues are and who those people are with. But I don't think.
Let me be more. Are you talking about local, or are you talking about outside of the United States?
I said big ones. I mean, there's always something that's funny that you can set up, that you can run up and have like a little like introduction for a product or whatever, or sort of like what I did with Tinker when I said, Tinker, and I go running. He goes, what? I was like, I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. And then he shot me in the ass on the way away, and that's why I finally got my last.
You know which content creator I would love to see playing, or actually for him to go back and do some gameplays? Airsoftology.
Yep.
Mr. Hicks. Jonathan
Hicks.
He used to make some really, really good gameplay. He used to make some really, really good gameplay. But I guess his job, the type of work that he does, he kind of had to get away from that. Right.
Actually, all he does now.
I would love to see up there.
That's all he does now is airsoftology. That's his main source of income now. When he moved overseas, that's it.
Oh, really? I thought he was working for also for a magazine, like an airsoft magazine.
I don't think so. No, I think he left a while back. He went and did that. But he's actually a pretty good example of not just because the content he creates, he doesn't create gameplay content. He advertises others, which he does a wonderful job at. Really, he does. He reviews a lot of people send him stuff, and he reviews it, and then he advertises for them. He puts other good content creators out there. His content is very similar to like what we do in that we have discussions, which is I can do this all day. Don't ask me to take any of my gameplay and edit it and give it to somebody to make it interesting, because it's not. I'm not good at it. There's no way I can do it. And apparently, according to Joker, my head moves around way too much for proper. It was you who said that, right? Yeah. I'm constantly swiveling my head, so you just get nauseous trying to watch any of my gameplay. It's a low angle shot, so.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. The only
it goes back. Again, it goes back. I see when I play, I like to shoot, and I'm moving around. My head's on a swivel, and Assault will tell me like, dude, none of this footage is usable, because you have to shoot, and you have to when you're doing content, you have to like literally stay there and watch the BB. And by the time you're watching, you're already getting shot somewhere else when I should have been moving and going somewhere else. So it's filming with my type of gameplay and filming, it doesn't go together. So I have to train myself, and I have to tell myself constantly, don't look around, keep looking down the sights, don't move the gun, because again, I have a run cam on my gun, a zoom cam. Again, I shoot and I'm doing this, like I'm swiveling around, and I have to maintain the damn thing pointing towards the enemy that I'm shooting at. So it's difficult. It's definitely difficult.
Yeah, I understand that level of frustration and stuff, right? Because I've been there. It's like because I have to edit pretty much everybody that's on the team that we have a connection, that we have their cameras on their helmets and everything else. Now I have to go around and I have to figure out, all right, how do I tell this person?
The timestamps.
Not even timestamps. So how do you tell your person, hey, you're doing a lot of this when you should be doing a lot more of. Greg, did you mute yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back now.
I saw you talking and nothing was coming out.
My apprentice was here. He's going home.
Nice. So I was looking, like when I use a lot of my peripheral vision a lot to look for, I usually stay like in one particular move, and whatever I'm going, the gun follows. So that's another thing that helps, is that if you're looking and your gun's tracking with, it helps keep the camera somewhat stable. But I use my peripheral vision a lot, and that's where a lot of people get surprised, where it's like, how the hell did you see me? I was like, I saw movement over here. I snapped to it. So yeah, I'm doing that quite a bit, because a lot of people are like, you're not turning your head a lot. I was like, I don't need to turn my head a lot. Plus, also, if you're running fast enough, it doesn't freaking matter.
But there's a lot, and Battery made a really good point about it. You have to, you have to decide which one is more important at the moment, creating the content or playing the game. Eventually you can get to a point like yourself where one equals the other. But I know, definitely for myself, for Better, you have to decide, okay, I'm going to go out and this is going to be for content creation. So keep your head steady while I'm moving position, so you can actually follow it like you're looking at in a third dimension camera kind of thing. You're part of the you're part of the movement. But once you've gathered all of that, there's.
I think he went under the desk. He's pulling a Monica Lewinsky.
There's once you've gathered all that, there's definitely a whole nother world, a whole nother section to go through. You have to go through all the footage, you have to edit it and make whatever might have been good even better, because it has to be pieced together and be interesting. It can't be too long. We've discussed this before about our stream. We end up doing 3 hours. The first hour is fairly interesting to most people, and then the last 2 hours is just throwing stuff around.
So I was looking at some of the analytics of that, right? Like watching over the live streams and all that, because congratulations, we're now monetized on the channel, so yay for us. But when I'm going through and trying to figure out, what works for people, like we've had some people that stay on for a huge amount of duration of the stream, they'll call them the super loyal fans. When I'm trying to get into the actual thing. Geez, what'd you do now? The cops are coming for you.
Right.
Let's see here.
While Joker's looking for that real quick, what I recommend, Jesus Christ, he was going far, now he's coming closer. Go away. It wasn't me. It's not mine, I swear. Anyways, what I do recommend for the individuals that do want to start filming airsoft, if you're going to go to an open game day, for example, this Saturday at Op 31, that's great content creation right there. Because it's not a Milsim event. You're playing to have fun. You want to get good content, good kills, and do a weapon AEG review or whatever the case may be. But when I do go to Milsims, the content creation goes out the window for me, because I'm there to be a team member. I'm there to win. I want to make sure that I'm someone, getting the points, being positive for the team, for the overall team, not for me, for my own content creation. If I get some good clips through it, hey, it is what it is. I got some clips through it. But when I go to Milsims, I am more worried about the gameplay and making sure I'm having fun with my friends instead of the camera at Milsim events.
Right.
Yeah. So the cool thing is, like, when we're going through and we're watching, when I look at some of the analytics and all that, like at an hour and a half in, we've maintained like 11 viewers for a good portion. I mean, the average viewer that goes through is roughly about 6, 7 people watching throughout, and that's just on YouTube. And the watch time is 3.4 hours, which means those people are staying connected for a while. It's not like they're just coming in and disappearing. So, and it's, honestly, it's generated some money and stuff for us, which is always great. So the question comes up is, you already ever think making a gun cam your main camera, like only action-based content? No, the gun is like one of the worst places that you can mount a camera to, because there's so much movement that goes in front of it.
Mhm.
Editing gun cams makes me physically ill.
And that's only really good if you're
Yeah.
a sniper. Then, because all your shots are slow and steady, and that's where the action takes place. If you're
Yeah.
rifleman or
And
or DMR, too much movement.
yeah, and on top of that, when I use my run cam, let's say on my SSG-24 or on my Crytek, when it's on my Crytek, I completely forget it's running continuously. So editing is a nightmare when I have it as an assault rifle. When I have it on my sniper, I have to constantly turn it on and turn it off, and sometimes I forget, is this thing on or is this thing off? And then it makes a little beeping sound. Now it lets everybody around me, the enemy around me, because when you're out there in the woods, you can hear pretty much everything from further out, especially a beep 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 beep. Like Greg said, it's better for a sniper role, but then you constantly imagine you're walking around, you see your target, right? Now you have to stop. You got to turn on the camera. You got to wait for the damn thing to start recording. Then you got to aim. By that time, the guy's already damn gone. That's why I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of the big ones, are staging a lot of those shots. A lot of those shots are being staged. It's just too perfect. It's way too perfect.
Well, they're probably not doing what you're doing, which is stopping to do that. They're probably putting an external battery on their gun. In fact, you could see it a lot of times on a lot of the like the more popular ones. They have that extra, either a PEC box, or they have just a battery strap right there to the side. So
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
More weight of gun. Shit.
Yeah, but your point is, that the way you're doing it is a pain. That would be a bigger pain in the ass. Like for me with my helmet cam, I just put an external battery in the back of my helmet, plug it into the front, turn that bad boy on, and I can go pretty much all day without having problems. But
I want to apologize ahead of time for my bad hair day. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what it's doing, but it'll be gone soon.
It looks like a poof.
Maybe.
It looks like
what?
a
It's a natural helmet.
So, going on the line of this, the other problems that we have a lot of times, there's so many venues now that shut down airsoft streams. Like they really control what you can monetize, what you can't monetize, what you can live stream. In fact, right now on TikTok, I was doing a video yesterday of just packing again. And oh wait. Oh fuckers. And my live stream got shut down, and I'm not allowed to live stream for 7 days. So in addition to that, here I'm going to put in an acronym, and let's see if you all can figure out what that acronym is. Hold on 1 second here, because this one
is
also
is it ESAD, ESAD?
No, it's a long acronym, and I'm sure Greg will know it because I consider him a savage parents. Okay. to put this up in chat real quick. Show this. That's a parent acronym.
That's way
Can
too.
you figure that? Oh no! But once you hear it, you know exactly.
Oh, let me get your in the mother house right now before I beat you.
Get your ass in the motherfucker. Yeah. Get your ass in the motherfucker.
Yep. I did a stitch.
Mine's more simpler. It's
so I did a duet on there, and while she says, "What does this acronym mean?" Put it in the comments, duet this and everything else. I duet this, and I said, "Oh, that's easy. Get your ass in this mother house right now before I beat your ass," like that. The video right now has been pulled by TikTok for harassment and bullying.
Gotta love bots.
And
it's because you said because it was a directed statement and said beat your ass.
So the problem is like,
yeah,
that's one, right? That's one that got shut down. So as a content creator, that's a pain in the ass that my video got pulled down. Oh wait, we should stop cussing because we're trying to monetize and everything else. So, but it's a frustration level because I had 3 other videos pulled down for community standards violations. Like the one where
Joker's TikTok jail famous.
Well, they haven't stopped me from posting because I just posted a video up where I got shot in the no-no zone. But that one stream I had the first time I was using the Twisted Tea can where the guy shot the can, he's like, "What the hell, man?" And I was like, "You shot the can." That video got pulled down, but I was able to repost it again with the same hashtags. And as of right now, it's got 78,000 views, which is good. Then I have another one, which was the start of the Potato Army, that I was there just getting dressed up as one of my TikTokers got down to, and I was removed for violating community guidelines. No feedback, right? This is a problem. It's like, look, I can understand if you guys are taking down my content because you're objecting to something, but there's no breakdown of what it is, so that way we can get past it, right? So that we don't do it again, because I don't want you ending up in Facebook jail or TikTok jail, or in the stance of pissing off YouTube, for example. Because I think I got one of theirs as well. Hold on, where's the content? I got one where I clicked the request for review, and it said your review is denied because it promotes firearms. It's like, this is not firearms. This is airsoft. It's vastly different. So, and obviously,
they look like firearms though.
That doesn't.
But I wish I could find it. I actually wrote a huge thing because, probably like a year or so ago, I had something taken down from Facebook, and it said it was because of firearms. And I found something that where airsoft was actually listed as under toys. They're not listed as firearms, not listed as weapons. And that's when I did my very, very first time I ever compared a airsoft gun to a tennis racket and a baseball bat and a golf club and any other thing used for sports. I definitely, it's because they have bots though, man. There's nobody actually watching it. The bots are written, and so you don't get the feedback. You don't get what you need. There's no way to effectively discuss and then make proper changes.
And that's part of the problem. So when I sent my appeal back, I was like, especially for like, the one where I'm in support of, like, I was in support for anti-bullying campaign. That's why we came up with the Potato Army. That's why we came up with the patch and all this stuff. And they're literally.
Sorry. What the hell? Sorry.
Ow.
It's an accident.
I'm gonna fine you like 3. I'm gonna pull the veteran thing, the whole 3M thing, I'm gonna fine you for hurting my ears.
I was like, I couldn't do anything. I'm like, eh.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't stop going.
I'm an idiot.
But the funny thing is, right?
Can you guys hear the Little
like,
Mermaid in the background?
Barely. We hear something in the background.
Okay, good.
But it's like, oh
It's a
shit,
Little
that is the
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. We have to keep talking over it because that'll actually get this segment of the live muted.
No.
Oh, I'll mute my mic for now.
But what I ended up doing was, like for instance, this one was me just going through and shooting tracer rounds at a target, right? And it says remove for illegal goods and illegal activities and regulated goods, which is neither, right? So I had to repost a video up, and I put it. This is airsoft toys, and that one has not been taken down yet. It's just kind of ridiculous that that it's that sensitive. And I can tell you right now, part of the problem is too, especially with the live streams, is like people literally would come onto the stream and go, "Oh my God, report." And its reporting system is so damn sensitive that, and then on top of that, it's like I wouldn't care so much if it didn't take them days to reply to an appeal. So, like right now, let's see.
It's probably somebody that's hating on you.
No, he's right. It's freaking bots. Because I would get the content violation immediately as soon as it pops up, probably because of the stuff in the background. But this one says, your live stream is suspended until 1:18 p.m. on February 17th, 2021. So 7 days I can't stream when I'm making roughly $11 per stream. Now I go up there because of the stuff that's there. My guys my fans were allowed to dress me yesterday. They got to pick what Hawaiian shirt I was going to go play airsoft in. And I got 1,100 diamonds, which equates to about $10 or like 3,000 diamonds. It was an insane amount of insane amount of diamonds. Also, it was kind of cool that one of those guys actually came out to play at Miami Airsoft yesterday. And he took me out a few times, and I even congratulated him. I gave him one of the screech patches, the reward patches, because he saw where I kept going. The rest of his team ignored what I was doing, and then they started getting mad because I came up behind him and hitting him in the butt with the shotgun and everything else. And he decided to hang back and wait. Sure enough, I came walking right beside the townhouse back there. Got taken out. I was like, "Good shot." Of course, second time I came through, I just went right around the corner shooting. He wasn't there that time, but then I got complacent again, and I got taken out again. And he goes, "You're a great player." He goes, "I'm surprised at how much I took you out." I was like, "Well, I mean, honestly, you're looking at 1-minute video clips.
Yeah. There's
hardly any content creator out there that's not going to get hit multiple times in an airsoft game, especially when you're in an event like an indoor arena like this. If anybody there's obviously caveats. Like the first game we played, I only got shot once. It was 2v. It was 2v2, and Tinker and I were the two that were there. All right, this is getting ridiculous. At least I can see what the problem is. So it's kind of cool like that we're actually helping people come into the sport, and getting them out there. And he's asking, hopefully he won't be able to show up this time, but in 2 weeks he's looking at coming out to Op 31.
I hear that's a great field to play at.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good except for the owners.
I know, right? That little freaking Napoleon having son of. But it comes down to it. And the other thing that comes up with all this too is like people want to see live gameplay. And I don't understand. I really don't understand why so many of these, video services like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok have a problem with streaming gameplay.
So
because it's violence. You're actively running around shooting at people.
All right.
With semi-fully automatic weapons.
All right. Fight me. Airsoft is the safest sport to play with the least amount of injuries. There's less pain involved and less death involved and less injury involved in airsoft than any other.
Any sport.
No.
Oh, I can
Curling.
curling.
I've never seen anybody.
Curling. Guys drop those damn things on their feet, break their feet all the time. They slip and fall on the ice, bust their butts. No, let's go. I got this. Name a freaking sport. I guarantee I can come up with something that's worse than airsoft. Airsoft, we're getting hit with plastic.
No.
Poker's not a sport. Nice try. Poker's a game, sir.
Yeah,
not a sport. No, it isn't. It's not a sport. It is not a sport. The only thing, you are playing a game. Now, you might have stronger intellect and calculate the odds, and you could be better at bluffing, but it is a game. It is not a sport. So,
what about eating?
All right,
hot dogs, eating competitions.
Eating competitions? All right.
I'm sure there's been ruptured stomach and things like that. Yeah.
Choking, ruptured stomach, having stomachs pumped, sodium overloads, heart attack, stroke, cholesterol. I was like, look at a sport like golf, right? Every single time you go on a golf course, the only thing you see is a bunch of old people. My contention is that golf makes you old. Broken hips, heart attacks, the whole 9 yards. You go out there. Basketball, okay. Watch a lot of basketball games. See how many of the guys come down and get punched, like get elbowed, hit, knocked around. How many airsofters do you know that have to get knee surgery, shoulder surgery, hip surgery, back surgery? Football? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, Sentinel? So I'm still going to do it. Come up with any sport. Baseball. You're swinging a stick. You're hurling something at somebody, and you're swinging a stick and nail it away. If they get hit with that baseball, a lot of times those guys are going down. So come at me. Name a sport. Any sport.
Well, it also depends on what you consider injury.
Anything.
You were to lift your shirt up right now, you get injured every Wednesday.
Those are mild skin contusions that'll heal.
Minor skin contusions, that could be considered an injury. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with you. One of the any sport that you actually are playing and planning on the dangers of that sport is actually a safer sport. For example, somebody did mention football. The pads you wear, generally guys don't get hurt just with basic contact. Wrestling's another one. The basic contact, it's when something goes wrong. It's because you're planning for the pain. Baseball. Baseball is a great example of the one where you're not planning for the pain. Guys get hit with a pitch. They hit broken arms, broken ribs, knocked out, concussions.
Just running, and their freaking ankle goes.
Right. If you're not planning for the pain. Now, airsoft, for example, I actually know quite a few people who have been hurt, not by the airsoft gun. Well, that's not true. I had teeth. But when you don't plan for the pain, which airsoft is a game of contact and pain, you're planning for it mostly. Guys don't wear the lower face protection, lose teeth. Happens often. We saw last game day, we saw the kneecap.
And then they get mad for getting shot in the face.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, darts, okay. How many people have you known that got hit with a dart?
Only because we dare each other.
You're playing this sport typically in a freaking bar when you're drunk off your ass.
It's only because we dare each other.
And here's the thing. Darts, you're wearing no safety equipment. airsoft you are.
Because you're not supposed to be throwing a dart at someone. You're supposed to be back behind the line.
So even
so if airsoft is safe, what about paintball? What about paintball? Is it safer?
paintball is more dangerous because the projectile is larger and leaves more damage when it hits up on impact at the same FPS. So, so it'll be all right. Nope, I'd still say airsoft is the safest sport. Paintball, next level, and so on. What's up, Will?
I say bullshit because with Greg's D-hop, it hurts a lot.
It just hurts your feelings.
Institution. That's it. It's a reminder that you've been hit, and it goes on. But you get shot in the elbow, and you're not going to all of a sudden have a ruptured tendon. You get shot in the shoulder, you're not going to have a dislocation. You swing a bat in baseball on somebody's like, but we're not even going to talk about football. Oh, soccer? Yeah, soccer is even worse, man, because evidently when you walk out on that pitch, you become a whiny little baby because as soon as somebody touches your ear, evidently it knocks you out cold.
I actually know someone who broke a leg in soccer, so.
Again, it makes them. Walking onto the pitch, it's supposed to suck away all of your superpowers and your natural things. So even a little.
Are you eating a bologna sandwich? Is that what you're eating?
Ham.
Is it ham?
No, it's pepperoni. It's mayonnaise, pepperoni, moisture cheese, and cooked ham.
Monster. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Monster cheese.
How did we get on this anyhow? I'm sorry. Was it because you call it a sport and TikTok and all them don't recognize it as such?
Well, because they say the danger factor, right?
Yeah.
Dangerous and the violence and everything else. They allow these things to be restreamed live on their broadcasts. But like American Gladiator, for example.
Did you lower your camera quality?
No, it's probably this. It's probably the connection.
Wow.
And I don't know what's doing it.
So
wait a minute. So you cannot live stream airsoft gameplay, but yet somebody can go on Facebook Live or whatever the case may be and kill someone live.
Yes, evidently, but on TikTok, it was weird, right? As long as I don't have the airsoft replica in my hand, I was able to live stream at Greg's event. The safety brief and the icebreaker games. I was able to do that just fine. I really have to call Comcast because this yo-yo shit's for the birds. It's literally I'm watching. Here, let me see if I can share the screen. I mean, it's probably not helpful to have like 8 tabs still open for you, Greg, but.
Well, you also probably right now you're at high. Wow, that's fun.
Well, you can see it right here, right? See how it just dropped down even further? Right there. Look at the first window, not the infinite windows.
So I mean, you're also if you're on Comcast, you said?
Yeah.
Which means you're going to a hub. You're sharing that hub with some of your neighbors. Could be multiple neighborhoods, depending on where your hub is at. And right now is
I'm gonna cut somebody.
Is peak. Yeah, right now is peak internet time. People are streaming from Netflix. They're checking their email.
I call BS. If I have 1 gig service, I better get 1 gig. Damn it.
No, actually, if you read here's the messed up thing. If it's Comcast, they only provide. They don't guarantee 1 gig to the house. You're on a 1 gig stream. So they don't guarantee 1 gig to the house though.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, right? That race is trying to kill me.
Phone racing.
Damn. It's at 750, 760. So 763 is what it's averaging. The upload, though, is a pain. Right now it's at 9, 8, 7.
Yeah, you're dropping packets like crazy.
I wonder what's causing the packet loss. I got to go check the connections on all the stuff out there. Yeah, so my upload's at 4 megabits per second. That's what's causing the problem.
Yep.
No, man, drones crash into things all the time. You can't fly them up too high; they interfere with flights, airplanes, and all that other stuff. So, nice try. It's not the safest sport either. It really isn't. You know, I say you wear if you wear the protection gear that's recommended, the average protection gear that's recommended by every single thing, which is goggles, face mask, and all that, you're fine. Like golf, you get hit in the head with the golf ball, you're getting a concussion. You get hit in the head with a BB, you're gonna have a little mark.
You know you're not comparing apples to apples.
Dude.
Oh yes, I am.
You are not.
I got hit with a golf ball. That shit was not fun.
Yeah, exactly. And look what happens. How many times have you watched like a PGA tour and a ball goes careening off into the crowd and somebody gets hurt? I've seen it a lot. So, yeah. Baseball's like that one dude that lost his freaking the ball when he going in the stands. He lost like 3 meals out of that trying to catch, baseball knocking this luncheon crap out of his hand. One woman got hit in the face with a baseball bat that went flying off into the stands. That's not safe.
Again, that's not apples to apples, though. That would be the equivalent of if you got hit with an airsoft gun.
Which rarely ever, I've never heard of somebody getting hit with
Right, and it rarely ever happens that anybody gets hit with a baseball bat.
It happens it happens like at least 4 times per season. At least 4 times per season.
It happened.
I bet.
It happened at The Walking Dead with Lucille. That's a bat.
Holy shit. So yeah, don't tell me I'm not wrong. I'm 100% right on this one. It's like name another sport. I have arguments for days.
We all know that.
I was actually having this argument last night. Somebody said ice hockey. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? They all look like every hockey player looks like a meth head mixed with a steroid addict in one.
Yikes.
All their teeth and freaking.
That's very nice.
I'm not saying they are.
You know what? That's very safe.
Don't agree with him, Andrew. Don't agree with him. Don't.
Jousting is very safe.
No, it isn't. I worked as a squire. No, thank you.
Should all go jousting.
Bocce.
Bocce? Oh, people throw that
and
ball.
If you get hit by the ball, I'm going to throw a bocce ball at you.
They've dropped balls on their feet before.
No, they don't. Stop it.
It's happened.
Stop. It hasn't happened.
Oh, okay.
It never happened. Bocce balls don't even weigh that much. Stop it.
Hey, you're out of your damn mind.
Stop it.
How about bowling?
I knew somebody was gonna say it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's an easy
South
one.
Beach, Missouri boy survives a freak accident at school as now parents want answers. Imagine pick your child for school not suffering, not realizing he suffered life-threatening injuries earlier that day.
From what? Wait, what are you reading?
What about bowling? Bowling is pretty safe.
No, it isn't. Same sort of issues. You have more tendonitis and arm damage and rotator cuff damage and everything else, and those balls can go flying. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you go bowling, you go out to the lanes, you see all the families, you see all the people out there, and you see those 2 lanes. You want to be nowhere near because you know you're going to get with that fucking ball. Gambling's a sport. It's not a. Gambling's a sport. It's not a. It is a game. It's not a sport. Yeah, that's. Oh wait, that did it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, wrong fucking screen.
Que saques a Coco para que haga pipí.
There we go.
What about
bocce ball accident?
Stop it. Just because you look, You found one incident.
That's the and I look at that. Look at a kid's face.
Okay, and you know what? I witnessed 3 different times where
It
two
didn't
got
appear
cut
much
out.
more than a big goose egg the size of a golf ball. He was vomiting, did a CAT scan, and he had to freaking remove blood from his brain. He had a cerebral hematoma from playing bocce.
Right. How old is that kid? There's nobody even playing
fishing?
regular bocce. Bocce
Well,
is
I never
lawn
got
bowling.
Fishing is pretty safe.
Fencing?
Fishing is a
Fishing?
sport. Fishing.
I got pictures of. I've got pictures
Yeah.
of. I've got pictures of.
I'm only participating in this argument because you just want to keep it going. It's the dumbest argument you've ever come up with. You know,
no, it's the most perfect argument ever.
No, it's not the most perfect because
airsoft is the most safest sport out there. Period.
The kid got hurt with a bocce ball, not playing bocce.
Bocce ball insurance. They have to have insurance for this shit.
We have to have insurance for airsoft. Mm-hmm.
Such as damage to the rotator.
I don't know.
Damage to the rope. Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
No, shut up. No, stop speaking. Stop speaking. Mute yourself. Did you say damage to the rotator cuff?
Yes. Wait. This is the insurance.
I'll accept that. I refuse to accept that. No, because when you throw a bocce, your arm doesn't even go further than this motion. This is the extent of your bocce roll.
Dude, if they offer insurance for this shit, hold on.
No.
Papa, you have enough land. You have enough land at Op 31. Make a bocce field, and let's play some damn bocce.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna read to you what it says for the injuries for this insurance, right? Injuries sustained while playing bocce ball are rare, but they do exist. As with any sport, slips and falls can occur at any time. However, occasional players suffer game-related injuries such as damage to the rotator cuff and shoulder tendons.
Oh my God.
The most common injury during the game of bocce ball occurs after a player throws his balls and goes to measure it. If another player throws their ball while the first player is still measuring,
whoever wrote that.
In fact, the 12-year-old
wrote
boy
that is somebody that lives inside a goddamn bubble and never lifted a 5-pound ball.
Yeah, there's a word I want to use here, and I can't because we're on the internet.
It's really great because it references the article. The most common, in fact, a 12-year-old boy underwent brain surgery in 2000 due to this exact type of injury.
No way.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoever wrote that is a communist. It's a communist that does not like sports.
No,
he does not like the easiest sport in the world. That's a guy that sits on his computer all day and doesn't walk outside.
If they have insurance for it,
I've never in my life in South America, which bocce it's a national sport. They take it seriously. I never seen anybody get injured.
All right. Bocce ball kills fan. Man hit with head while watching.
Again, think about that for a second. Somebody had to whip that ball.
Like a baseball.
You don't throw a bocce ball. You roll a bocce ball.
No.
If it's being thrown, no, that does not count. Does not count.
Hold on, I'm reading the full article here. Oh, mother.
Hey, gents, I gotta drop out. I gotta get ready for my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I gotta get ready. Her birthday's tomorrow, but I gotta start getting stuff ready for tomorrow and Valentine's.
All right. Oh, see, who's the smartest guy in the stream now? I never have to worry about Valentine's Day.
See, look, that's her right there. Hold on. How do I turn the camera around?
I remember my first phone.
Forget it. I'll just do that. Look at her. She's waiting for her present. Anyways, later, guys.
Later. Dude, you'd be surprised at how many injuries are actually from bocce. There's like article after article after article. So this is great.
I can't accept that. That's no.
You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. The reality.
Listen, it's because look, you can write anything to claim it. You know this. Why am I arguing with you? You're baiting.
But I'm not wrong.
This is you proving your point about content creation.
I put a crap ton of thought into this today.
That's a shame.
Because it's
so many other things you could have been doing with your brain than this.
Yeah, but I have ADHD, so I was able to do other things while I was doing this as well. But there's a surprising amount of. It's sort of like when somebody says, "Hey, look up a sport and look for injuries." What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. It's my mother. Hold on.
All right. Well, I won this argument then, since you can't continue. He's forfeiting the argument.
I am not forfeiting the argument. I'm trying to understand what my mom is saying because I love my mother and she's in a lot of pain right now. the way this thing says sounds like she's high as hell right now.
Good for her. Good for her. She deserves it. She had you as a son.
Doctor increased all pump settings. Going for MRI Monday, which I understood. He's going to do an epidural on Wednesday, which okay, now I understand what that is. Wants MD, yo, keep out of hospital too. I'm trying to understand that last sentence.
Wants to
he probably wants to keep her out of the hospital too. However, I need some clarification just to make sure. So there's some traumatic injuries in bocce ball, sir.
Disc golf.
Disc golf?
Yes. Ultimate Frisbee, disc golf.
Okay.
Any one of those. Cornhole.
Oh, I know cornhole right now.
Yeah, cornhole is probably
one guy got killed.
Alcohol related, though.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
It's all alcohol related. What's the what's it called? The gymnastics where they don't actually do gymnastics, they just kind of dance around and wave a little wand with a streamer on it.
The ribbon dancing and all that. Yeah, that's hyperextension. That's rotator.
No, they barely extend in that one. They just kind of dance around swinging.
As somebody who's been with a gymnast before, dude, there's a lot of shit that goes in with
it. There's a difference between being a gymnast and a ribbon dancer.
No. They just do a different level of interpretive dance with the way they have to jump and do everything else. It's a surprising amount of coordination. All right, more than 81 respondents stated they've sustained injuries in playing disc golf. Injuries include elbow, shoulder, back, knee.
And again, there's a word I want to use that I can't use because we're live and I don't wish to be judged and have anybody think that I am some kind of
elbow injury. 80% elbow injury.
Elbow injury from throwing a frisbee.
Hyperextension, sure.
From throwing a frisbee.
Yeah, hyperextension, sure. Just like a pitcher in baseball.
No, a pitcher in baseball gets hyperextension because he throws a baseball 98 miles an hour.
And
he doesn't smoke a joint and toss a 2-ounce frisbee 110 feet.
I'm gonna say, hold on, is this it? There we go. This is great. I love doing this. This is I need to poke this bear more often. Oh shit! I don't want to do that. Go back.
Say the OB's about 40 feet behind the basket.
Paige threw her drive about 400 feet and cans the putt.
Yes, Lomez, that is merited.
Where's some of those?
Look.
Wow, so
see that right there where you just saw?
Right in.
Yeah, but that's not the ones I'm looking for.
Shane grabber. So good. Trina for 2.
Oh my god.
Big birdie putt. She gets
It was cool.
That's a birdie putt. Where are they from the drives?
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Yes.
Great follow putt.
She's really good at these.
Look at that. Look at that throw.
Oh
Look at
my
how much
gosh, that is
extension she has
Puts
to
it down on
power.
a great angle right
And
away.
look at how terribly she did it.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
my god.
Super sweet.
That is so awesome.
And I mean, the thing is, if you go for
Look at
it,
that.
from
Listen,
there, yeah, you might get.
All right, let me turn the music off because that's like
you're not going to sell me on that one because it's a frisbee.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't. When you're doing. No, it doesn't. When you're doing those, holy crap! That was a really good throw.
It was actually a good throw. I don't want to appreciate it, but
Hey, this is the best disc golf shots. Holy, that's impressive. But there's that's not. You're right. That is nothing, right? But you got to talk about the drives, man.
Then you know what? Train.
It doesn't stop you from doing that. And also, when it comes to it's the same sort of injuries that pitchers have. And a buddy of mine actually made something to help with teaching pitchers how to pitch properly, or especially younger kids, so they don't have that hyperextension.
Right.
Yeah, but
it's called training.
But it still happens even on the best of them. I guarantee you that look at how much power and everything she put into that throw, and the way that she's going sideways, that's fully extending that elbow. No wonder why most of the injuries. Well, look at that dude. Wham! That was slick. I'm going to hit the tree and have it bounce down. What would have been better is if that thing would have went right inside of, if it would have bounced down and floated back in. I would have been more impressed with that than anything. Look at that.
This is
that.
What? They actually planned that too. That's crazy. So,
yeah, look how much power they're putting into their arm and everything else. So, yeah, no.
Yes, but there's nothing on the end of that arm. That's the thing. That's where your hyperextension really should come from.
But the problem is that you're still swinging your arm out there. There's, I mean, if it would weighed heavier, what is the average weight of a frisbee? Let's find out.
Well, for disc golf, they actually have different weights.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm so mad at you right now.
No, you are.
So mad.
135 grams, 120 to 180 grams. Average weight is about 175 grams.
I use more coffee than that in the morning. Gambling's not a sport.
It isn't, At least we agree on that. That's that's almost half a pound, sir. That's 0.38 of 0.38 of a pound.
How much does a baseball weigh? Speaking of weight, by the way, I'd like to throw this out there that the official weight of the Dead Outfitters Skunkworks Spectre line is 4.2 pounds.
Ooh.
4.2 pounds. Yep.
Baseball weight in pounds. 5.25 pounds.
A baseball does?
5 pounds, 2.5 ounces.
So it weighs more than the Spectre.
Wait.
That can't be right. That's a heavy-ass baseball.
No, I'm sorry. It's 5.25 ounces.
Thank you.
So baseball actually weighs more than a disc.
Right. That's why you have injuries when throwing 98 miles an hour. And you're also throwing your arm in a completely different fashion.
That's not natural either, to be swinging your arms like that.
None of it is. None of it is.
Oh, God. Let's see. Injuries in darts.
Don't do that one either because they're alcohol related.
Arch elbow.
And I'm sorry, what now?
Exactly. You start looking up these injuries, and you're like, wait,
Did
what
you just say dart elbow?
It says dart elbow, which consists of swelling around the tip of the elbow. More severe
That's why,
cases,
what's funny is,
inflamed.
one of the reasons why I actually don't use a foregrip anymore is because the first year I really played airsoft, I actually got tennis elbow because I would hold the grip like this and I would hold the gun and I was this the whole day. So when I would finally let go, I did that and I actually ended up getting really bad tennis elbow. Yep. And that is no joke. Tennis elbow hurts, dude. Hurts bad.
That's what they're calling it, is tennis elbow for darts.
Darts.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get tennis elbow playing darts, dude, come on.
Well, if you're playing if you do what we do and play as much as we play, is it a possibility? Yes. Go on, say it.
I was actually gonna go back to that when you were talking before about content creation and when you were mentioning like head swivels and all that. We were talking about that. You compared to me as an example, I don't ever play. So when I finally get out to play, none of those mechanics are honed. I have to actually redevelop them every time I play. You play 2 to 3 times a week, so that muscle memory stays there. You actually get a chance to learn and improve and maintain and keep that improvements. I'm out there rather than using my peripherals and doing all that. I'm going to do this where you're like, nope, got it. And so for guys that think that, you and I talk about this often, guys that talk about how, they should be better than you, or how did you not get hit, or how did you hit them, or whatever it might be. Again, people generally don't realize that you're playing 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Most of these guys play once a month or twice a month, maybe.
All right. So Will did send me something, and it's a screenshot. Is poker a sport? Poker is played by competing players for certain entertainment. Is played with certain rules. It qualifies poker to be a game. Playing poker requires skill. The element of physical and mental exertion during a play, combined with the competitive and entertainment elements of the game, makes poker a sport. No, that is done by the freaking Las Vegas to try to justify them poker being called a sport. You're playing a freaking card game for money. But if you really want to go over the injuries that you can sustain from that, you can sustain heart injuries from high stress from losing a whole bunch of money, which can lead to heart attacks, strokes, increased alcohol dehydration,
liver damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, liver damage.
Paper cuts are a real thing.
Paper cuts. I was just going to go there until I scaring froze. Eye strain, and developing the douchebaggery effect.
That's got to be one.
Yeah.
Lung cancer.
Yep. And also, your mental health suffers greatly from it. Instead of having the releasing effect that airsoft has, where you can let go of your angers and frustrations and your anxieties and all that, poker instead has caused such anxiety because of the amount of money that you're losing, cause a detrimental effect on your mental health, relationships, and everything else. Like, there is no hotline to stop you from playing airsoft, but there's a easy to stop you from gambling. Just saying. Airsoft's still a safe sport.
Sleep deprivation,
that too, which can lead to insomnia, which can then lead to eating disorders because you can't sleep and everything else like that. I'm going to stream the shit out anyway. And my justification for airsoft is a sport is to make more people follow you. No, no. Airsoft is most definitely a sport, sir. The downside is we just have not had a company come out to 100% market this the right way to actually make it a national league. APL came close, but they still haven't released theirs yet. But although it seems kind of interesting because it looks like Jeff Mackey got pushed aside and somebody else is now the executive producer of that, and taking control, and they're re-editing based on the feedback and everything else. So if they do that, that's great because It's sort of like if I decided to take the one the one nut shot I did on that one kid and recut it in every 30 seconds into my videos, using the same stuff over and over and over again. So I'm not shadow banned. I'm just straight up banned from live streaming. Yeah, Speed QB was definitely going up, and then the problem that comes up with Speed QB is it only deals with one subset of gaming, and even then, that side is that side. I don't want to call it like incredibly toxic, but it certainly is not warm and fuzzy. So, if airsoft is a sport, I'm a shark with no flippers and has legs and can jump. Okay.
Huh?
That's if you want to identify as a shark now, by all means, we'll call you Mr. Whitey.
Yeah, no, I don't let him identify as a shark.
But going back to it, yeah.
I don't really let people just identify as things. I don't agree with that.
So I'm going to go check one thing real quick to see if I can get this internet connection fixed. So it'll take me a minute. So start explaining to people what you mean by my stand, like how much I play or how much people play and all that stuff. So your point that you're making about it.
So yeah, all right.
Whoops, wrong person. Hold on.
I'm like, okay, I'll just sit way down there. There's definitely a side. Just like honestly, since we're talking about a sport we're talking about airsoft as a sport right now, you need to train. It's not just about there's a lot of teams out there that train together. They train tactics and all that, but look at it more along the lines of boxers or fighters, MMA, jiu-jitsu, whatever. You need to spar. You need to actually take the mechanics that you learn and get out there and actually practice them, put them into practice. Like I said, I'm a decent player because I have a fairly decent base, but I don't get to play enough. So I'm not out there putting the mechanics that I have into effect. Joker is, again, all kidding aside, people look at him and he looks like he should be more of a lumbering, oafish kind of person. That's just how he comes off. That's what he looks like. That's why a lot of people get upset when they get killed by him or when they don't get him because he's moved quicker than expected. But it's because he's out there 2 to 3 times a week, putting into effect the things that he's learning. He's adjusting, getting better all the time. That's just that's part of the sport. That's part of the training. That's part of taking this a lot more serious than what some guys do who only play, maybe once or twice a month. He's playing 4 or 5 times more than that, and he's playing at major Milsim events almost, once every month or once every other month. He's playing, with no less than 30 people up to 100 people every time he goes out to play. So, and he definitely is not the kind of person who sits out. If you sit back and you look and you evaluate yourself, look at the time you spend on the field or in the arena, how much trigger time you're actually getting versus how much you're sitting out talking, how much practice or how much break fix are you doing, all those kind of things. Are you actually out playing? If you're out playing and you're doing it once or twice a week, and the whole time you're there, you're actually playing, then more than likely you're a very good player. And you have to give that same respect to other people around you. Don't presume that anyone that's there just because of the way they look or the equipment they have or what have you, don't presume that they're not good or they're not bad. They might have that kind of skill, that kind of talent because they just do it so often and their muscle memory, their mechanics are that honed.
That those reflexes and everything else that you go through, it's like a lot of people when I didn't hear about a lot of what you said, but I can imagine what you said with what I came in on. But like one of the things that people have been asking, especially on TikTok, I notice it a lot because it's really interesting going to TikTok for a second. that we're bringing a lot of people into the sport through TikTok because so many people.
Okay.
The views when you're watching videos and all that are so much more organic than they are on any other platform. You're not paying to promote your videos. People are just scrolling through and it's like, oh, what the hell was that? Holy, that's awesome. As opposed to like stuff like YouTube and all that. My daughter got lucky. I mean, I've been watching YouTube since its inception.
Yep.
And I've never once seen an airsoft video prior to my daughter coming into my room and saying, hey, check this out. And I watch a lot of random weird crap that ticks off a lot on the nerd spectrum. So, and the way she found it was because she was looking at gaming and everything else, and Node popped up with a Trouble in Terrorist Town. That's how she found it. Said, look at this, I want to do this. And that's how I got into it. So, but we're bringing a lot of people into the sport.
Sure.
And when people get surprised that when they see how old, like they don't see me face on a lot of times. They're only watching maybe one or two videos as they're scrolling through and they'll catch my new stuff after they follow. But 1 in every 5 videos of mine has my face on it. I don't think any of the videos I have really have Tinker's face on them, except for the one I just put up. So Tinker's there. So if you don't know what our body styles are, look, the only thing you see is, holy crap, look at this guy run. Look at him hurl himself over a car. Look at the snapshots and everything else. Well, how old are you? I'm 44. What? You're how old? 44. Holy crap. I was like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no TTT got him into airsoft. It got Chris in airsoft. So it's like, oh man, how you going? I was like, I'm in the best shape I've been in the past 15 years because I'm running around. I'm playing airsoft at least twice a week, if not 3 times. My snap skills are just a continuation of what I've been doing for all my life because I used to play paintball. I used to play, laser tag, which, laser tag is another. And if you think that laser tag's a safer sport, I got a story for you.
I mean, running around in the dark and smashing into boxes? Yeah, I can figure it out.
You ever hear me say that joke? It's okay, I need ice. Like that?
No.
All right. So funny story time. My buddy Ducky, who's a pretty big guy, he's about, I say like 5'7", 5'8", and at the time he weighed about 240 pounds. Right. So he's also a guy I used to do living chess masters with and everything else. So we used to do laser tag like 2 to 3 times a week. We'd play it a lot. We'd go to Boomers down here when they had Lasertron open. That was a pretty awesome facility to play at. Well, we'd play there, and much like on the airsoft field now, we would dominate a lot of the games where they had to split us up and all this other stuff. Shit happens. We're playing one game, and my back's against this obstacle, and these are these big black and like red or black and green things like the corrugated like tubes. I'm talking about the plastic.
Yep.
And they had the wall sheets going all the way up as well. So they made this pretty awesome structure. Well, my back's against this wall. All of a sudden, I feel wham, and I get forced forward. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And I go around the corner to see. There's Ducky, and this kid is just sprawled out on the ground. He's bleeding from his mouth, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He goes, the kid just ran into me full force and hit him and split his lip. Right. So we helped the kid out. We continue playing and all this other stuff. Then they turn the game down. We go out there, and the kid is there with his uncle, and his lip is literally split like this.
Oh my God!
It's split. He goes, and the uncle's like, "Oh shit, that's right. Midnight Madness is Saturday."
What at Battalion?
Yeah, I gotta go tell the wife I'm not gonna be home Saturday night. So his lip split big time, and it's like, oh shit. Kid's like, he goes, all right, well, maybe we should go. So he goes, I'm okay. I just need ice. And the guy that was working, the manager was working there, he didn't know what to do. He's like, I really, until the bleeding stops, I can't let him back on the field. I took one look at it. I was like, Roy, that dude's going to need stitches.
Right?
Like, I'd say 10 to 12 at least.
Yeah.
The kid's eyes went wide. He's like 12 years old. The uncle looked at me. I was like, dude, I could see his teeth through his lips. Take him to the doctor.
Gross.
Oh,
Not good. Not good.
man. So, ow. I mean,
yeah, it's not cool.
oh, the wife's not going to be happy, especially if her navigator's not back in time.
Yep.
Let's watch this interaction.
You get to deal with that one. Sure you don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day this year? I need to make that exception.
No. You know why? As soon as you make that exception,
Yeah.
it can be made again, and then
Whatever.
Asian.
Whatever.
So am I allowed?
We need more reasons to be nicer in this world, not less. I don't care if Hallmark does it so we spend money. It's a reminder that we should be nicer to each other.
Yeah, but I just did that for my wife yesterday.
I don't want to know about that.
Ooh, man, she's fired up now.
What happened?
Saturday night.
Oh no!
I'm
You're
not
doing
coming.
this live?
Yeah, I'm doing it live. No, I forgot that at Battalion has Midnight Madness up at in Jacksonville.
So you gotta be here all day Sunday because I will not be here with Angie.
Oh, I'll come back.
And I have to be out of the house by 7:30 in the morning.
I'm gonna be fucking tired. Y'all can hear her.
I can't hear. I can see your face.
Oh, what she said was that I need to be home on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
because my wife and my daughter are doing something, which means she's got to leave at 7:30 in the morning. And if it's Midnight Madness, it's
What
Jackson.
time does Midnight Madness actually start, though? Is it a midnight game?
No, it goes to midnight, I believe.
Let's see, and that's Jacksonville?
Mhm.
And that's what, 5 hours from you, right?
Can I go to sleep now?
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be conscious for our during the day on Sunday. So as long as I'm home before 7:30,
who are you trying to convince?
I'm looking at the face that the wife is getting. Come here, honey. Come show your new hair. That's even better. I'll turn this shit into an OnlyFans real quick. Well, shit. Now I gotta fucking plan this out better.
Yes, you do.
Oh man.
Oh, you were so nonchalant about it there for a second.
Well, no. If you saw, there was something that was going on inside of my head. Of I need to talk to her because I kind of figured something was going on. Let's Google Maps this. How long is that drive again?
If I remember right, it's like 5 hours, ain't it?
I
could have sworn that's what it was.
I'm checking right now. All right, let's see. How far is that drive?
Was I wrong?
Yeah, in just by Google alone, it's 327 miles. So
127 miles.
4 hours and 49 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. You're leaving the house at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Coming to you.
Going to Op 31. Playing the day at Op 31. Then driving to Jacksonville, which from Op 31 is about 3 hours. To then play Midnight Madness. To then drive all the way back.
Well, okay, so there's got to be something up here with like 95 and all that because I just did it by my normal speed and it's 3.8 hours.
Well, you did it by your normal speed.
Yeah, 85. And at that time of night, fuck, I'm probably going 90.
That's you're
uh,
you're
no,
doing 3.
7 a.m. there, Purdue.
You're doing a 2 a day.
Huh?
You're doing a 2 a day. You're playing 2 airsoft games in a single day, and driving roughly 800 miles.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect me.
No. And I said,
I know that does not affect me. I did that the last time.
no, we got a hotel room in between.
No, I did it. No, that wasn't the midnight game.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when we went up.
No, I did the midnight game. The midnight game I did last time was I'm pretty sure I played at Op 31, and then I went up there for the midnight game. Oh, let me look.
Oh, I don't recall that, but I guess it's possible. Sure.
I want to say so, but I could always let's go to the videotapes.
Right.
That's one of the great things I love about having all this freaking video. It's like you were here. Did I tell you about that? That a guy was so adamant that he caught me cheating. I was like, dude, that's not me. It's not me. It's not me. He's like, F you, you're a piece of dog crap. It was you cheating and all this other stuff. And I was like, what day was it? And he goes, and it was like, it was a Wednesday. And I was like, or no, it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday at, I want to say it was actually a battalion or something like that. And the guy was like so adamant about it. I was like, first off, I was like, on this Saturday, I was like 600 miles away at an event. So there's not a chance in hell. Yeah, Purdue. I'm pretty sure the last time I did it was when we did all right, there's Papa and Joker, so it's not that one. Crap. But it's probably on my other computer. I want to say that I was at Op first, and then we went up. Because that would probably be the time when I lit a bunch of people up. Because that night game I know, we can go to YouTube. Because that was a high kill streak.
That's just, I mean, that's just a hell of a day. That's all I'm saying. I want you to be safe.
Oh, that's no. Well, I mean, one of the things is like, oh God, what I'm about to say next is going to get me some trouble. I know it. Op does not wear me out. Yeah, that's the best way to say it, right?
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't get worn out at Op because I do a hell of a lot of walking at Op. Like I don't do a lot of running except for aspects of the gameplay where you'll see me go running in. And I intend to be doing a lot of walking back. I don't play the icebreaker game because I don't need an icebreaker game to get going.
I do have to not take this to a 3-hour.
No, we'll end it soon because there's 2 of us. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find it when we went last. But I'm pretty sure that it was. Oh, this is so funny with YouTube. Still, I'm looking at like half my videos can be monetized, the other half can't. It's great. I'll go through and find it, but I'm pretty sure I did the same thing I did this time, which is I left Op and I said, oh, it's just another 3 hours, and I went up there.
You did it and then came back home?
Yeah. Oh, it was all one night. I didn't stay up there. I didn't stay all the way till midnight either. I left it, I think it was like 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Which I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably leave it at 11 o'clock because I was home by like 3:30 in the morning, which to me, that's a normal day of being up. That's not a big deal. But I guess I got to tell the wife I am going to be taking the Navigator because there's not a chance in hell I'm taking the truck up there. Hopefully she has hers back in time. Oh, you want to give some information on the field? Somebody message on Facebook real quick, Purdue.
Game day this weekend. Oh, for Purdue.
Yeah. No. You can start talking about your game modes and all that. I was just telling.
Regular game day this weekend. Standard open gameplay. Gates open at 8 a.m. Registration 8:30. Safety brief 9:15, and then we kick off. Nothing special. Just standard open game day. And as we build up towards North versus South, which is our next big game, April 10th is a night game, and April 11th is the North versus South game.
Let's talk about the night game. You have a rule requirement for that one, right?
Yeah, we're still trying to decide. It looks like we're not sure if we're going to do just one game like this or the entire night. We're still working on it. If we do the entire night, it'll be a tracer only event.
You said doo-doo.
Child. If we do, it'll be a tracer only event, which means you can only play the night game if you have a tracer unit. And that is it's for effect, it's for performance, it's a little bit for safety, I guess. Seeing BBs where they're coming, but yeah, I think that it was a pretty good idea. Tiny had the idea, and I think it's a good one. And I think we're going to implement it probably for the whole night. And then the following day is the North versus South second edition. So
nice. Personally,
yes.
He doesn't know how to follow directions.
I saw that.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to hit this button. Copy the clipboard. So my team's going to be set because I have enough tracers to arm a small nation of airsofters, and I install like 6. But by the way, I think I told you, like one of the other streams I showed you the new one that flashes on the front that looks like the fire effect.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
I scared the crap out of people with it. It was hilarious. I'm not. And he's like, holy, like, and then a couple people are like, oh, do you got the flame effect on there? I was like, yeah. I was like, it's pretty badass, isn't it? Because it was pretty awesome. I will be giving away my position a lot, though. So,
well, yeah, but that's kind of, it's more for effect than it is for.
But I'm fine with that.
Huh?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like people when they go up there, like, oh my god, Tracer's giving it a position. I was like, so. There's an easy way for you not to get shot. Look, Greg.
Just be better. You know better than that.
I'm still aiming.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it now.
I could still do it that way.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Hey,
I'm not do it any way he wants.
He cannot.
What if he had a GoPro and was looking at the GoPro screen through the optic?
I'm still presenting a target. They just don't know that the target's a foot over.
No, you're not. No. Now, Jacob, he has I would actually allow someone with a corner shot if you had a proper corner shot that you could still see down the end of the barrel.
Okay.
Then I would allow that.
So what if you? Okay, so I can't remember where it was, but I've seen this optic attachment that you stick behind the optic, and it has a mirror in it. That's a one-way see-through mirror. So you can hold it around the corner, look through the mirror, and just see down the barrel.
As long as you're looking, it's got nothing to do with. As long as you're looking down, that's not blind firing. As far as I'm concerned,
it's not blind firing.
That's not blind firing either. When I'm like that,
Yes, it is. Stop. Because you're not looking. No, you're offset from looking at what you're shooting at.
Wait, what if?
All right, hold on.
It's not blind firing because he's seeing exactly where he's shooting, and that's the term of blind firing.
So that's be the first thing. So if I can show you effectively almost every single time where I can shoot and hit the target doing this, would you accept that? Because I'll go get my camera equipment right now and I'll set up the target.
I don't care. And listen, you can do that. You're talking about doing it at night with a tracer unit, though.
Yeah.
I don't think. I have a feeling you're trying to avoid being seen.
No, I don't. It's sort of like the idiots that put the fucking flashlight on and not expect on their guns and all that stuff, as if I'm not going to shoot a good foot to the left of wherever that light is.
Well, my favorite one is the ones that use their light when their light's like not bright enough to blind anybody. It's just bright enough to tell you exactly where they are.
I love it when they try to blind me with their light because I'm aiming literally just to the left or to. It would be to the right of their light because I know that's where their center is, and I'm just like, you're blinding me is not going to affect anything. I know you can just see like the steam, the Yosemite Sam steam start building up and come blowing out of it.
See, that's
coming up.
I can sense that he's more Milsim than we are.
Now, I would not be behind an obstacle. No, so if I want to be a real big smartass, I mean, I could always put my gun right up against a tree and just be looking like the ever so slightly down my barrel and pull the trigger and hiding behind the tree.
Now, my favorite one.
I've seen that happen before, but I'm not least
plexiglass. You know, like on the speed QB things, just putting it around.
Hey, look.
It's not blind firing. You can see where you're shooting.
If your efforts are gauged towards finding ways to bend or circumvent any rules, I'm just saying. I'm
not bending or circumventing a rule.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying anybody, if that's what you're trying to do.
Here's a legit valid tactic, not something that's actually there to list the needle like Greg a little bit. If you are playing a night game and it's pitch black like your Op 31 is, and you're using tracers and all that, the simple solution that you do is you shoot from here and then you move right over, wait till the shots come in, and then you shoot that way.
Yeah.
And then you just move back to the other position because it really will mess them up. At a battalion, I had a group of guys thinking there was 3 of me inside of a building because I just kept shooting from one position. I switched to another.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Murphy.
That was funny.
And they're like, there's 3 people in there. It's like, I got hit and they wouldn't assault it because they thought there was 2 more.
Dude, that night, one guy was full autoing people in the back that were on their team, by the way.
Yeah, I got.
You remember that guy?
Yeah, like as soon as they called the full auto game, I was like, I'm out.
Oh, come on! I had a great time.
That's fine. You know, I still think I got marks from that game.
Well, dude, I mean,
that one jackass that went straight up that one kid's back. I was like, and I even said, man, that's excessive, dude. It's full auto game. I was like, okay.
Let me start on.
I mean, on the vlog game, I just bursted people. I'm not going to go and just rope somebody up the back. I mean, I heard about that game at a completely different place, but other than that, and I heard people talking about me in that game.
Oh God!
You saw the video of that chick I lit up, right?
At Battalion, right? You're talking about when we went up to Battalion.
I can't remember that one. I have to go look at it now.
I got it here. I'm pretty sure.
This is get Greg's goat night. Is that what this is?
A little from column.
It would seem that way.
I just enjoy having a fun time making people angry. Especially when it's their field that we're talking about.
11:15. Okay, hold on. I got the 11:15. Yeah, this is. Now, this I admit this is not one of my proudest moments.
No, it is not.
But she totally deserved it. Especially when you see how I named it. Here, share screen. This one. This is how you could tell this. Oh wait, stop sharing. I gotta hold on. No, I gotta bring it back up with the volume.
Hey, stop making that. No.
So if you notice, I named it "Bitch Please."
Yeah, I saw.
Nope. No, you didn't hit me. You didn't hit me. Your BBs went right past my camera. You're hit.
You are so much nicer than I would have been.
Because you work at Battalion, right?
I do now.
Oh, yeah.
But
What's his name?
Do you know what I would have done?
Devin was not happy. So to go over this a little bit further, right? So I came
I
out.
wouldn't have been recording. That's for one thing. And two, my gun is quiet enough to use full auto. So
I wouldn't use full auto because one.
I'll just do it in the feet or onto the actual mask itself. I wouldn't actually hit the body though.
Well, that was the thing. It's like because if you notice, she walked away and then she turned around, she shot me. I was like, "What the hell? No!" And that was like my instant response. And then she kept shooting. I was like, "All right, we could play this game."
Blade Shadow 207 said Rainbow Six Blackbeard Shield. Those exist. Those exist in Airsoft, and yes, I have used them.
So I will admit that my behavior was unbecoming because
don't say.
I was rather upset that she shot me because I don't wear, as you know, Greg, I don't wear armor. I have that little lightly padded shirt, and no shots hurt. And I was not happy about getting shot, and so
I'm aware.
I then went up and down her arm, and then the neck and everything else until she walked away. Now you notice I didn't walk towards her, except for when I was shooting people that way, and then she shot me. Then I turned on her. I didn't chase her down. I didn't go full auto. When I came off the field, I was already telling the refs, "Yo, this woman came back, or this player came back and shot me. I could play back the videotape. I did shoot him in retaliation, up and down." And then the boyfriend comes up. He goes, "Yo, why'd you full auto my girl?" I was like, "I didn't full auto your girl." He goes, "Why'd you shoot her?" I was like, "Because she was out and she kept shooting at me. She didn't hit me." And then she's like all crying and stuff. She goes, he chased me down. I was like, "I didn't chase you down." I was like, "I stayed put." So we went into the office. I pulled out my camera, pulled out the SIM card, started playing it, and right then and there saved me from getting a yellow card. Except I was already volunteering to go home for the day.
That's why you left so early and didn't play more games. All right.
Yeah, we were only there for a couple of games because Greg was with me that day. And we were going to play one more then leave. But then I said, "You know what? I'm done." Because there was just there was that level of nonsense that was like, just how's the best way to put it? Fermenting. But when I played back the video, I was looking straight into boyfriend's face, and I was like, a couple questions. I was like, I could edit this video for you right now and show frame by frame that you see the BBs go right past me. They hit the wall and bounce back, but ricochets don't count. I was like, did I full auto her? No. Did I chase her down? No. Did she shoot me first after I shot her? Yes. Devin goes, "How are you going to handle this?" I was like, "Apologies first. We're sorry." I turned to her. I was like, "What lesson did you learn?" I was like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's like, I'm willing to shake hands. Nobody needs to go home. I'm going to be leaving anyway. You learned a valuable lesson. And he goes, and then even Devin's looking at her arm. He goes, "You tore her arm up." I was like, "Well, I'm sorry." I was like, but I started to stop her from shooting me. I ended the threat by hitting her really soft spots that I know would get her to put her hand up. So you said you had some news about Battalion.
Yeah, so there are some changes to the Speed QB field, rather large ones, as there are completely different barriers on both sides now.
Is there barriers that go all the way up, or is it still like that?
They're actually only 4 feet tall.
So almost Greg's full body weight. Why is that?
Well, I mean, I guess they're stand-ups for him.
That one was too easy, by the way. I don't give credit to that one.
I know it was. So, Greg, look, you don't even need to duck down, man. You just need to just lean over a little bit, and you're totally fine. That's the perfect place for obstacles for you, sir.
Too easy.
I thought you would like it, man. I'm being serious.
But no, those are too easy.
You just stand. You don't even like your old body doesn't have to bend over. Like I would love that shit, right? You give me obstacles that are 5 feet tall. It's like okay, I could sit like this.
They're 4 feet, so they're actually hard for people that are like we have. I know there's one guy there that's like 6'4". He's gonna have a great time getting below those things.
No, that's one of my firmest beliefs when it comes down to like airsoft, is that so many people take too much time hiding behind cover.
Yeah.
It's like the best, like people say, how do I become better? Just don't stop moving. The only time you stop moving is if you're under a direct field of fire from the direction that you're trying to go into, and then you find a way to go another direction, or if you're reloading. Ideally, you reload on the run. Just saying, that's why I last longer. So, and that actually came about, my mentality changed when I went to Bad Blood 2019, because we were on the Marxist team, and Marxist mentality is move, move, move. If you take cover or you stop moving, you will get shot. And I stopped, kneel down, I say reloading, and I felt pop, pop in my back. I turn around, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So what time does that midnight game start and run till?
They start at 10 a.m. and go to midnight.
Okay.
And it's probably going to be pretty consistent games afternoon. Like just constant games all day.
Yeah, because I have a feeling you guys are going to run a few full auto games too, right?
Yeah, it's also some sort of a, I don't know, it's called we're calling it Winterfest or whatever. But we got a bunch of stuff in. We have a bunch of guns. We actually got Crytacs into the shop for once. So we have several Crytac Barretts, Crytac Alphas. We're trying to get more expensive guns to sell. Okay.
I know. No, well,
I know. I see that space.
I have a firm belief that Crytex are just heavy for no reason to be other than heavy, because they're real.
Oh my god, the Alpha SDP, you could practically throw the thing through a window.
Mm-hmm.
But they shoot really well, at least though. So we've got the Crytek Alphas for some cheaper guns.
The Crytecs are good out of the box. Yeah, I mean, I'll never say anything other than that. But
I mean, for a stock gun, they're great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they're a pain in the.
Oh, I don't want to gate one. That's for sure. That's too much grinding.
Yeah. So, who do you know is coming out there?
All of the LSA team is supposedly out there. Apparently, the Bang Energy girls are going to be there for 2 hours at some point.
Was that a euphemism or is that a real people?
Real people.
It's a real. It's an energy. It's a nasty energy drink.
No, I know the energy drink. He said Bang Energy girls. It really didn't sound.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're called.
Wow.
That's exactly what I've been told. Now it sounds bad.
Your fathers must be so happy.
Oh
no,
yes.
You better believe there are Bang girls are going to be there. I'm showing up with the kids today.
Right.
Energy drinks.
But yeah, we have a whole bunch of guns. We have we have the new the new Taste the Rainbows of the EMG guns that they shoot all right. I mean, I
know. Yeah, those are the ones that actually people mistake the Indestructible for.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent gun. I wouldn't recommend.
They actually do. They have some have electrical and others have feeding issues.
Yeah,
those are the two biggest problems that I've heard people complain about. But they're good. I actually like EMG. I think EMG is, for the most part, they're actually pretty. I hear a lot of people complain about them. I've had one issue with any EMG, and it was with the Reese, and it's because the Reese design, the receiver is just a terrible receiver.
Yeah.
The actual fins, the locking fins for the upper receiver to lock in, actually broke. Yeah,
that's interesting.
So, but I mean, they're terrible because they're they were very, very thin. The metal itself was very thin, and it too much pressure in it, and it broke. And the actual locking fins just broke.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
We got the new Crytek Barrett's ones. Those are actually pretty lightweight.
Yeah, and those are supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard they're really good. They cycle really fast because we were testing them to make sure. But they cycle decently quick. Even with a 9.6, they're not slow. I mean, I wouldn't call them fast, but they're not slow.
Yeah. Now they're supposed, from what I understood, they were actually supposed to be really good performing straight out of the box.
They come pre-deansed as the Barretts, so that's a.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, they do.
I'm seeing more and more
Dean's standards.
Yeah, a lot more companies are coming with Deans.
That they need to because
it's the standard and it's the better plug.
Yeah. It's not, I remember when I first started, probably year 2 in airsoft, something like that, and I had just started tech and everything, and people were talking about Deans versus Tamiya, and I actually used to try to say, oh well, you get the trigger pull is actually faster. I'm like, stop there. You're not speeding up electricity, so stop there. But there is an arcing that happens with a Tamiya that doesn't happen with a Deans. Your connection is better, but you're not speeding up your electricity.
Yeah, it's always going to go just under speed of light. So it's always going to be the same speed. Don't worry. Doesn't matter what it's going through.
Those were they were trying to make the argument for Deans, and I'm like, if you're going to make an argument for something, just make it a proper argument.
It's more efficient.
Yeah, it's a better connector. It's a tighter connection. It's actually the electrical connection doesn't have any separation, so it's much cleaner. But it's still copper on copper.
Mm-hmm.
It's still or whatever element you're using. But it's still metal on metal, just like except it doesn't wiggle around, so you don't get any arcing.
It's also got a larger contact surface.
So your resistance can be different, but again, you're still limited to your wiring.
Oh, the new ones also have micro switches.
With the Barrett's come with micro switches?
No, not the micro switch. No, the EMG ones.
Oh yeah. There's a couple.
It's the UDR or something.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that come with the micro switches.
Did you find my rose gold Glock, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Me?
No, not you. Him.
Oh.
He knows. That's why he went. That's what he went. Oh, if you got one at Battalion, I would love to know that. Just like I want the freaking I want the black orchid one.
Yeah, I'm working on it. All right.
Yeah, you're working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I didn't do anything else today. I apparently slept all day. Is that what I did? Huh? All day? Is that what I did?
Ask me if I give a damn.
Because I didn't do any work for you.
Oh, like I didn't do work. Do you want to see my screen right now? Do you want to see all the tabs I got open?
Do you want to see mine? Do I have to take pictures of my living room for you?
But yeah, so basically on Saturday when you show up, Joker, just know that I built those damn obstacles, okay?
Yeah, that's honestly, if I show up, it's going to be like a day of decision. Is pretty much what it's going to be because
I'm convinced it's when.
It really will depend on how well the day goes on Saturday at Op, because that's obviously my primary location and all that where I have to go. You
don't have to, but you want.
Oh yeah, there's an angry little leprechaun there that if I don't go there, I will have bounties put on my dick. So and since Tinker just shot me in it yesterday twice at really close range, that hurt really bad.
Wait,
I don't want to be shot again, huh?
Were you playing yesterday at Miami.
Yeah. I play every
I've been
Wednesday in
kinda wanting
Miami.
to go- I've been kind of wanting to go down to Miami. The
Every
problem is
Wednesday
that-
we play.
It's just a long drive.
Oh, whatever.
And all of the vehicles that I would take down there are not very fuel efficient.
Well, that's where you talk to Pete. That's where you talk to a few people and say, let's go down there and play on a Wednesday. Because the cool thing is, like, for instance, when we started playing yesterday, first two games, like first game was only 2-on-2. It was me and Tinker versus the two other guys. That did not go well for them. I was like, I turned Tinker. I was like, hey, we it's icebreaker game. Let's get our blood pumping and everything else. Pistol and Twisted Tea, right? Go out there as just the two of us, and it was two of them. I was like, all right. I only got one Twisted Tea kill. I killed Tinker with it too. That really doesn't count, but I only got one Twisted Tea kill, and I only died once. I only got hit once in the entire game. I was like, oh, and we were running pistols. Just tell somebody to come on down. Like, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go for a ride. Because it'll be a good time.
Maybe this next coming week. I don't think I have to build anything.
Yeah, next week is playing Wednesday, so I'll be in my green gear, and I'm only bringing the shotgun and the pistols. I don't even think I'm bringing a rifle because of I have the event at Lion Claw's event.
That's next weekend, right?
Or are you guys going to Op Stonebreaker?
Oh, yes, we are going to Stonebreaker. I need to have a conversation with Sal. We'll be green plus the battle bus. So whatever
Why do you have to go as green team?
It started off because the easiest way to put it was I was asked to be on that team to begin with. And since I was there on that team, I usually stick with the same color. Now, the only exception to that is going to be for the next Doomsday event, next Overwatch. My team and I are going green. My glasses are messed up because a Mr. Somebody has asked us if we can assist him in his endeavors of leadership.
Oh, you're talking about for
Overwatch 7.
next Overwatch, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, listen, if I'm taking command, I'm taking all my people too. I mean, it's just silly not to.
I mean, I can go if you would like. I'll bring something ridiculously stupid.
Ridiculously stupid?
Well, it would be effective, but it might look dumb.
How bad are they going to be mad at us? Very. God damn it! I can't find that pink gun.
Why is this person asking me where I'm located? That's
one of my guys, Chris.
Oh, Jacksonville area.
Yeah.
About as close as I would say on the internet to people I don't know. Yeah.
Here's his actual address, guys.
Yeah, have fun. Come, you die. I guarantee it.
Wow. All right. Well,
what?
I found one of the rose gold in stock.
Where?
$299.
Oh, it's nice. What's funny is we actually had a rose gold one in stock, and somebody bought it, and we had to fix it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also not.
It was just a blowback problem, like the housing, I think.
Chris, excuse me one second. Chris, just resend the message.
Chris, I'm going to punch. There's a bounty on Chris's balls for the first game because, asking for work to be done in the middle of a stream that has nothing to do with actual airsoft gun work. We did not solicit that.
We have mentioned that once before, did we not?
Yeah.
Where is he going to be?
He's coming this weekend. Saturday we're going to be.
So then you need to bring him to battalion, and the first game there I'll get him as well.
Man, he suddenly doesn't want to go to the battalion anymore. I wonder why. No, because he lives in New York. If he lived down in my area, I'd offer to drive him. Like, what the hell's going on with my glasses?
My Polar Star only shoots at field limit. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that.
And you work there, sir.
What? It's at field limit while I'm there.
While I'm there, and then as soon as I leave, it's no longer at that level. It's called.
Well, no. See, the thing is, I miss the old days when it was 400 FPS with a 2 still with the Polar Stars. Because I had a gun that was efficient enough to run 399 with a 2 and about 396 with a 2.5 without changing the pressure.
Wait a second. What's the FPS for AEGs?
400.
Okay.
Polar Stars have been limited to 360 with a 2. What? It's not like they changed. Yeah. So at Battalion, if you're using an HPA gun, specifically remote line, or I guess the stock tanks too, it has to be 360 with a 2. If you're using a gas gun, it's 400 with a 2.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, I think I found the...
People ask me why an LM4 hurts. It's under the field limit with the weight that they use.
See if SS is...
Why don't you guys cut over to Jules instead, and you can kind of balance that out?
I would love to do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's all. I mean, really, at that point, you.
It's because insurance states 400 with a 2.
Yeah. Insurance does, or they claim, or they state it.
Supposedly, it's insurance.
It's insurance companies don't.
I would not be surprised, considering that's how a lot of these indoor fields have gotten the insurance for that. That's also the reason why that Miami Airsoft has said that as well. So that's not it's not an unusual. That was fast. An unusual statement.
Yeah.
So because understand insurance companies, they don't understand like the industry at all to begin with, let alone
how energy works.
Well,
muscle energy.
They don't understand how our industry works anyway with FPS and all that other stuff. So if you go and search out there, you'll find that a lot of fields started that industry standard, and then they can understand feet per seconds. They don't understand, like you said, joules. What joules means.
The
like
funny thing is,
family joules.
I actually argue against like having these reduced energy weights and things like that. Meanwhile, I'm actually a proponent of not needing to increase your energy to increase your accuracy. I mean, with the D-Hop, that was one of the biggest things I was able to do with the D-Hop was range and accuracy increased without needing to change anything else.
Yeah, like I don't think you should need to increase your energy at all to be able to get better accuracy.
Yep.
And I mean, range, sure, but that's just because, well, regular hop-ups can only do so much. So
regular hop-ups can.
Yeah, I said regular hop-ups. Hey, sorry that I like my regular hop-ups for Battalion, okay?
Yeah, that D-Hop, nope, sorry.
Yep.
But you're automatically wrong there, Sonic. Automatic. So did you change your name now to Purdue Airsoft?
I'm not on that team anymore, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One is because I always had to drive so far south is one of the big reasons for it anytime I wanted to play with those guys. So yeah.
Sorry, Mom's texting me again.
Yep. Tell her to share whatever she's got, man, because she's not.
I love the fact that she doesn't watch the live stream, so I could talk like this. But no, she the doctor does not want her in the hospital unless it's absolutely necessary, which made sense. I just wanted clarification because who fucking knows with that statement, and all that. It's like, and my daughter has been like calling like every single day. Can I come home yet? No, stay there. You're hers now. All right. Well, good.
No, I was gonna say we were talking about energy and all that. If you should be able to, within reason, obviously, but I mean, if you've got a gun out of the box, most generalized airsoft guns, decent airsoft guns out of the box are shooting somewhere around 370, give or take.
Good average.
Without changing your spring, without sealing off the cylinder, any of that kind of stuff, you can actually make other changes. So without changing that, you can actually use the energy it's already producing more efficiently and get better performance out of it. But again, that's also why I have a problem with a lot of full auto stuff. If your requirement is to be at 399.999, if you got to be at 400 and you got to shoot 35 rounds per second just to hit your target, we may want to talk about your technique.
See, I'm at Battalion. The limit's like I run my gun at like 1 joule normally. I don't even go anywhere near 1.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's SMG. One joule is SMG.
Well, and that's for a decently long rifle. I don't even need, but then again, it's Battalion, and I still shoot clear across the whole field. So, but yeah. So it's and that's for my SMGs too. I just run all of them closer to 1 joule there because there's no need to go any higher. Everybody feels 1 joule unless you're clearly cheating at that point.
So for those of you who don't know, Freddie Flux just put up a charity fundraiser. 2, in fact. One is called Save the Beard, but we're not going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about Shave the Beard. So he will shave his beard if he raises $1,500 for that. Whatever one gets to $1,000 first is the option that's there. So, for example, if Shave the Beard hits $1,000 first, that beard goes bye-bye. And I want to see his chin. Now, I am also glad that I am very far away from where they live because I'm sure that Rachel is going to attempt to murder me as soon as she finds out I'm such a huge proponent of Shave the Beard. I donated $100. I was the first.
I might put some towards it. Wait, I need to see this face first.
It is. His face is amazingly different. Plus, but I also think it's like 10 years younger. The picture.
It's got to be.
It like he looks like literally a completely different person. It's not like how Yordi's face changes when he shaves his beard. Freddie's like Freddie goes from like
adult to baby face.
No, from like movie-esque murder biker to like paper delivery boy. Like, I mean, really, like that's the dramatic change. Like you would let him carry your groceries home for your nana, like that's it right there.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to donate to that.
Yeah, that's a huge thing on there. It's Parks me almost wants to get like the URL shavethebeard.com or some shit like that, just so it's easier for people to go. But if you guys go to Facebook and click, it might be on Veterans for Airsoft.
Probably, it's probably got it on the VFA. All right, well, I'm gonna have to jump. I still got work to do.
I don't have any more work. Actually, I get to go in at noon tomorrow till 3 because I'm not working during the open hours tomorrow, which is great. Why am I getting messaged?
It is not up on there. All right. Well, Greg, on that note, we're going to end this one a little bit. No, we're shaving the beard, preacher. It's going bye-bye.
Yeah, I think I could. I mean, I have a few people that might be able to just end the thing right there.
Because that was, I'm pretty sure the thing on it was to be, hey, if whatever one hits it first, that's the one they go with, and then it's done, and then I just have to avoid Rachel for like the next, I don't know,
ever. Until it grows back.
Hey, it's not like it won't grow back,
Unless she keeps on doing these fundraisers.
Now, if we get Doug Smith to shave the beard, that would also be awesome. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in today. It's always fun to make Greg like severely eye twitch and bleed from his ears.
It's not blind firing.
No, were you here for the whole discussion about airsoft being
No.
the safest sport?
Don't. I gotta go.
Sorry. We'll talk about it later.
Airsoft is the safest sport, period. All right, guys. On that note, I am Joker. That's Papa. That's Purdue. And we're saying good night.